Open up your asshole and get ready to go for the trash mess drama. Yeah, we're fully live, mama.
Piss the fuck off because of your life.
I'm bored. It's still very dry down there.
I can't grow up. I'm just Al.
I'm not buying what they're selling.
Oh, well, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and we must aftermath. What is it? We must do aftermaths together. Welcome to the live show. This is for episode 27 of Married at First Sight Australia. It is season 10 for 2023. Wherever you are, right across the world, people who are asking what SBA means, it is sweet baby angel. If you need any explanation as to what any of the ridiculous things mean on this channel, there's like a... It's not a legend. What would you call it? Is explain it down the bottom of each video for you. Hello, Logan. Tonight's episode was very slow, but we did find out some things, and there's a little bit of goss that happened on the radio this morning. Samaya, I'm going to say Samaya, hello. Miss Melissa K, who has sent through once again with her Memo Me, and we'll get to that at the end of the episode. It's girls' night and boys' night. Girls' night, woo! Yay! All right, we've got Memo Me's. We've also got a poll happening. And what was the question that I asked? Oh, how much can they blame the edit? They being the Love Lab Rats. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Frank. How much can we blame the edit? The two answers are for a lot. Or not much. They said what they said. So are we blaming the edit or are we giving them a free pass? No. Are we blaming the edit or... anyway, you get it. So this is going to be a great show, guys. Hey, if you are a premium Sweet Baby Angel, you've got a brand new episode of Rehashed waiting for you right now. You would have just got a little ding on your phone. Push notifications, what's that? You can go to rehashed.com.au. There is a free community plan, and of course, you can sign up for each month or get 2 months free when you sign up for the whole year, like Andy did today. So thank you. Even though Andy and I had some back and forth with what was happening, Andy has done it. You might see Andy in the chats as well. All right, we have so many things to get to. I do have to quickly thank Aussie Sheila, Ruthie who said love you, Daddy. And Joyce, who thanked me for some belly laughs. Oh, that makes me feel so great that you can get a laugh out of these stupid videos. Thank you for all of your donations. You can donate too. The details are on your screen now. The link is at the top of the chat. It's always there. If you can't find it, it's always in the description below as well. It really does help. People have been super generous, and I really, really do appreciate it. And if you want something for your generosity, then go to rehash.com.au and get yourself something. Ad-free content. Extra stuff. We've been talking about Farmer Wants a Wife. What would I call it? Wrangler Wants a Wife? Oh, it's been so long since I followed that series. Anyway, it's looking a little bit promising, but I won't commit to anything until I see an episode or two. All right, we've got to get into the girls and boys night, plus we've got some goss. Like I said. But before we get there, we need to talk about Cam and Lyndall and Mel and Leighton. Firstly, Cam and Lyndall, until this moment, apparently had not chatted about Cam working remote for 6 weeks at a time. And he suggested that there was no point in Lyndall moving to Darwin because he's never there, which kind of makes sense. But then it's also like, why did you go on the show? Why would you go on the show and try and find a bride if you weren't going to, like, compromise and want to be with someone? I get a job's a job, and I get you might love where you live, but it seems crazy to expect someone to bend that much. Yeah, come to Darwin. Or don't come to Darwin, because I'm not really there much. That's crazy. It's not as crazy as them not cooking once the entire time that they've been at the Sky Suites, but who knows? Maybe there's really great takeaway around. What else do we need to talk about? Oh, firstly, Bronte putting on this best friends forever bullshit with Leighton. I couldn't. The nodding. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're right. It's crazy, Leighton. You should fucking dump that bitch. Yep. Oh, no, I'm not emotionally manipulated by Harrison. No. I have to grimace so much that my headphones come out because of my jaw.
Me, not Bronte. Okay. And everything seems, fine until a producer. I'm going to say it's not Bronte's fault this time, even though she didn't help the situation. A producer says the words Leighton is gone, and then we're off to the races.
I'm hoping he comes back in. There is an apology, and he does see that he should have just up and leave, things like that, when we're not going to talk for 3 days. That's not healthy for us.
Okay, copy that. Sorry, but Leighton has decided not to come back.
Back where?
Into this room.
Hey, producer, look, you've done a great job, and your bonus is currently processing at Endemol's or Channel 9. I'm not sure who pays you directly. Look, you've done great work, but you have to take ownership for causing this shitstorm. I know Bronte was not great as a sounding board because she was like the most negative sounding board that you could get. But you said that Leighton's not coming back. And Mel heard that, who is already fragile, and you would have known this. And Mel heard that as Leighton's gone. Leighton's done a big Texan, and he's fucking gone, and he's never coming back. So this is really on the producer. Even though Mel didn't want to hear that, there was only one person she wanted to see.
Hello?
Hi. So Leighton's refusing to come back into my room.
Yeah.
So what's happened?
He feels that he's unsupported by the fight that you two had.
I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just trying to understand.
All I have done is listen. I've listened and done the tasks. That is all I have done.
But have you validated any of this? Were you sitting there saying, how dare she, that's not good, you deserve better? Like,
No, this is not my fault. I have not persuaded Leighton to feel a certain way or to act a certain way. Leighton literally said, these are Leighton's words, this has got nothing to do with me. He felt like he wasn't supported. How's that being inflicted onto me? He doesn't want this. He doesn't want, what's this? He doesn't want to fight, to yell. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
do you think I'm okay?
Yeah, dumb question, Harrison, but you're full of them. No, she's not okay. And Bronte, listen, you can't be blamed for this. Leighton did go in there with some questions and he was feeling a type of way. What you did was make the situation worse because you're a petty little bitch. What a terrible friend Bronte must be. I hope she's not like this in the real world. Imagine going to your friend who you hope wants the best for you, and as a sounding board, they're actually returning things to just affirm all the negative stuff you feel in your brain. Like that's a bad friend. Anyway, it's no surprise. Mel eventually, she shouldn't be storming into people's rooms, but she eventually finds her TV husband.
I was in there waiting for my apology, but...
What apology? What
You
apology?
told them that you don't want to come back to the apartment?
Oh, do you want to come in and have a chat?
Yeah, but did you say that first before I come in?
Yeah, I said I'm not ready to go back to the apartment yet.
I'm sitting there and I get told, sorry, Leighton doesn't want to come in.
How about hello?
You've left me there like that, and you did what you did to me that day, and I'm hoping that once you can put yourself in my shoes.
Mel, I can't. Getting attacked and you putting something
It's not
on me?
attacked, this is emotion. I'm waiting for you to come in, and yes, I want to chat about a lot of things. I'm hoping and praying that maybe one see it from my side and you're going to have an apology. You're going to chat to me now because there's going to be no tomorrow, that I will see things from your way. I need to request that you do the same.
I didn't fully agree with this activity in general, and I feel like I didn't get the support that I needed. I really need to decompress. Then let's go into the room, we can sit down and we can have a chat.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Get the producer back in here. Producer, you lied. You made it, you worded it wrong, and you lied. He just wanted a day away, which I still think would have pissed Mel off anyway, but maybe not as much. Mel, it's not a great look. Look, I know you didn't go full Jesse, in the middle of the night demanding to see people's phones, calling them to see you next Tuesday, and sort of, standing over them, trying to chest up to them, but still storming into people's rooms and blaming them for things. Probably not a great thing. Probably not a great thing to do. Still, the chat, now I'm going to preface this by, I'm just going to play the whole thing. because me chatting in between it, you can see more at the Rehash, which is on the rehash.com.au premium right now, and it'll be dropped on YouTube tomorrow. But you got to watch the whole thing because I think Mel reveals a lot about Mel in this breakdown.
You were waiting for me to come in and apologise.
And I've told you why.
Can you tell me again? Because I didn't understand.
Because I'm hurt.
What are you hurt over?
This got me.
Scared
I thought it was
all the 3
genuine.
days. I've been scared this morning. I've been worried about what's going to happen. I've been worked up about what's going to happen, how I can say the best thing, how I can let you know that I was there for you, how can I let you know this, and worry about how I can do this. I was so upset and angry for 3 days at you.
I felt attacked on the day by you and by Harrison.
How am I attacking you when I've come in to hug you?
I'm sorry, Mel. The fact that you're saying that I left you when I felt attacked
All about
by
you.
In that moment, I needed you.
I've got to go. I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Hate this, I gotta go bullshit.
Hey, relax.
Really upset.
I'm not feeling great because I don't like seeing Mel as upset as she is. I didn't want to do a couple swap, but Mel wanted to. It's just, it's hard because I feel attacked, but then I also want to care for Mel at the same time. But Mel's really upset. She's really been affected. I don't know what the best course of action is.
I feel like I care about you so much. And I just don't feel the same from you.
You know how much I care about you as well. And I felt when I did not want to live with Bronte, I didn't want Harrison coming. I didn't feel like I was supported. I felt like you were siding with Harrison.
But it's not true, and
That's how I felt, Mel. In that moment, I felt like I was attacked by both you and somebody that you had told me you hated.
I get it, and I'm sorry you felt that, but I didn't get to tell you that on the day. You were quick to think that I had ganged up on you.
Because that's how I felt.
I get it, and I know. But then let me tell you something so that you can feel differently. I get it. I appreciate it. My husband not wanting to move in with another female because he's in a relationship with me, what girl is going to have a problem with that? What I wanted to do is not attack you, not try and change your mind. I wanted to make sure that you had different perspectives.
I am really sorry that you felt that way because I can see that and I do care about you. This is the reason why I wanted to just have a day because I didn't want this to happen. What I feel like would be best is to go back into that other room, at least overnight.
That's not going to be best. So you know how Alyssa wants a good week away from Duncan when she has to put her thoughts in order? I think that's a direct quote. Mel's the opposite. She doesn't want to be away from you because if she can't see you, she can't gauge what you're thinking. And that's the real issue here. What I got from that whole breakdown, was that Mel is really into Leighton, and with that fight and then not seeing him for 3 days and being able to resolve it, which is crazy that they made her do that, like let her go and resolve it. She realized that she probably maybe loves him. Because that was a lot. That was a lot. And I think Leighton struggles with his own emotions, and that's why we had that fight in the first place with Dirty Harry. And then Mel's problem is she is very attacky. It doesn't rub me the wrong way so much, but I talk about this in the Rehash. When you grow up in commercial radio, like I started when I was 17, when you grow up in commercial radio, you're just used to people attacking you. So it doesn't affect me the same way. It's like when people would get up in arms about Dom, and I'm like, oh, I don't find it that bad. But I can see what people are saying. She is, not Dom, sure too, but Mel is very attacky. She doesn't really, she doesn't really let people speak. And that's probably why Leighton feels backed into a corner. So if she just toned that down, I think it could work. I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts. Chuck it in the comments. So the next day, I know that Mel, she was a little bit sort of drained from the whole thing. Leighton came in. He sort of treated her the way that he thought she needed. She actually said that's exactly what I needed. So that's good. One thing before we get to the big woo girls and the boys night. Before we get there, I have to quickly talk about Alyssa and Duncan, because they cut to them for a hot second and nothing is resolved, and yet they're trying to have fun, and she's trying to help him pick clothes, but she's not. She just seems awful. And then we just bury it some more. What? Well, we're not going to address any of these problems, but she's back after spending some time with her child and she's better now. What? What do you? I don't understand. We should probably talk about this because it's. I know you've had you got a little time anyway. And I think that's pretty much it before we get to the big woo out of the boys and girls night. Okay, so actually, just to officially start the girls night.
Yeah, the girls.
Yeah, the girls.
Girls night, girls night, girls night.
I just wanted to say something.
Me.
You guys all look beautiful.
Whoop, whoop. Be prepared. Mel is back.
Taylor's also there, but you'd barely know it because for whatever reason they buried me in the edit. I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, there was a little bit shown where I'm like hugged and then that's kind of it. Was there more in the episode that went to air versus the media one that I got? But I didn't really see her. I mean, me.
Anyway, so yay, girls' night. Let's get underway. Oh, I have to say thank you.
Super chat.
To John. Yeah, John. Yeah, don't spoil the show, John. No, I'm joking. Thank you for the super chat. But we're going to get to that in a second. So yeah, the girls and yeah, the boys' nights. It's all pretty tame. Leighton and Harrison have a bit of a run-in. Harrison tries to stir the pot some more, and Leighton doesn't seem to be biting. Bronte on the girls' night doesn't want to see Claire. Why don't I want to see Claire? Nothing really sort of happens. Oh, actually, can I point out the one thing about the girls' night that really made me laugh was the setup with Janelle. She's got unfinished business with Claire, the one who had that very big affair with her TV husband that she had no care for because he doesn't really have a job and no savings in the bank. Anyway, Janelle's got unfinished business. And then Janelle basically just sort of shakes Claire's hand and says, you know, thanks for your apology. I don't know if the producers told her to beat it up, but really, every time Janelle says she's going to be a badass bitch, she does the opposite. I guess it's a bit badass to, you know, it's good to, you know, forgive people and move on. But I just, anyway, let's talk about Disney Dad. Because he's here again, So Disney Dad's here, and I didn't know that this was a comparison all the Love Lab rats were making.
I've missed Thor and his hammer.
I can't wait to see Hugo and Josh stand next to each other.
They're going to be twins.
Josh 2.0, I don't really see it.
Sorry, listen to him talk, it's so funny.
I have a super successful relationship. I'm not in the experiment anymore. So
Is this a parallel universe?
All right. Guys, I'm here. The cool Disney Dad is here. Whoa! I don't look anything like that fucking Hugo. Are you kidding? Although, I have slid into Taylor's DMs. I'm ready to go. And I think legally I'm still married. So, fun, right?
I went to go turn off a voice effect, but it was just me doing it. Also, Shannon rocks up. Being I was going to say hot mess, but just take out the hot. Being a mess, the mess that we know him to be, shoving food in his mouth, screaming, no one really cares for him. And that's kind of all we really hear from him, apart from when he introduces Adam. But before we get to that weird thing at the end of the episode, the Harrison v. Adam thing, Bronte and Mel, they obviously have to go at it again. And Bronte's dramatic recreation of Leighton coming to her and then the conversations they had. Again, the performance art is mwah.
How's it been? What have I missed?
Partner swap.
It was a massive 3 days.
Well, I was alone for 3 days. Harrison went to live with Mel. I sat around for hours wondering what was going on. And then I get a knock on the door and it's Leighton. And he's like, oh, we need to have a chat. Oh God, what's gone on with Mel and Harrison already? And he's like, I'm not moving in.
What's going on?
Oh, shut up.
So I was alone.
Bronte is being very dramatic. I feel like you wouldn't have done it in that dramatized staging. You're gonna need a wine for this. Some big stuff I've got to tell you. Get a wine and take a seat. The big thing is, do you have your wine, Bronte? I'm not gonna do the challenge.
He was like freaking out.
Don't ever talk about my husband in a way that is not true, not in front of my eyes. You were not alone for 3 days.
What do you mean?
Because he still did the task.
Oh, yeah. Like, he still came to do the tasks with me, but he didn't actually live with me. I was upset, but I don't actually know what's actually going on, like, over at that apartment. Melinda just seems to just want an argument.
Yeah, I love how Bronte's saying Melinda just seems to want an argument, but it just seems like you are poking. You've learned a lot from your TV husband, or maybe he's learned a lot from you. Who knows what the real truth is? I have to quickly say...
Super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. LS, love being an SBA. Good morning from Ohio. Good morning. Thank you very much. I don't know why YouTube delayed telling me that you super chatted so long ago, but I do appreciate it. The whole thing, look, you weren't alone. You had to make a correction because you were not alone for the whole 3 days. Again, why would that be such an issue? You made it seem like, you know, poor you, so alone. I can't. So we have to, actually, before we get to the big boys thing, Bronte goes again trying to sell this story about her and Harrison, and he is the narrative this year, and the great love story that it is, and nobody wants to swallow it.
We are controversial, like we are.
So you have feelings for Harrison?
Totally, yeah.
I don't believe it.
Face.
Oh. Don't you feel like he's manipulating you? Sandy, for missing so much, it feels like you've been here the whole time.
But we have had discussions about the way that he asks me to talk and the tone of my voice. But no, I don't believe that Harrison emotionally manipulates me. There was that spark with Harrison right from day one, and that's all that I held on to. The girls don't get it. They genuinely don't believe that my 180 with Harrison is real. And I was like, I know that that guy from the wedding is still there, and he kept saying the same thing to me.
Okay.
I realised now that we've gotten a little bit further into the series, and it's actually upsetting that it's taken me so long to realise this. I worked very closely with someone with the exact same personality as Bronte. And I mean like compulsive liar, so fake, but get a couple of drinks and then the truth starts to come out. And the narrative always changes. And I think we all know a Bronte. And the more that comes out, the more that who keeps writing super chat? You just like writing it? Paul? Why write that? That's such a weird thing to do. I don't know why I find that so funny. Anyway, I've worked with someone like Bronte and they need to go in the bin. So it's definitely not all Dirty Harry's fault, but we've been saying that for quite some time. Now, talking about Dirty Harry and the boys' night, not a lot happens, as a lot of Sweet Baby Angels have said, that it's a pretty slow episode. But surprisingly, Adam turns up, which is a shock considering Jesse didn't and Dan didn't. But Adam is one of the skeeziest. He decided that he was going to show up. And, well, watch.
Harrison. Adam, look, come in here tonight. Yep. You had an opportunity to just own some behaviour, and I need to just own what you did.
Sake, Harrison.
What I see is a guy who's willing to throw the boys under the bus to save himself. That's what you always do, Adam. You just throw people under the bus to save yourself. You did it to Jesse, you done it to me and Dan, now
You're gonna knock your wine over, mate. You're gonna knock your wine over, boy. The thing is, I think it's time for you to start owning shit. Enough said on that. Oh. See you, pal.
You get that one.
You threw Dan under the bus. You weren't man enough to say that you actually got a girl's number. Has someone got a mirror so I can hold it in front of Harrison's face so he can talk to it? Mate, he needs to start owning some shit.
Nah, mate.
I feel like Harrison needs to own his shit for once.
There's not a remorseful bone in his body.
What do you think he meant about you owning your stuff?
It's the truth. It's the truth. You're not liking the truth, are you?
Anyway, can we move on from Adam? I don't even want to talk about him anymore. It's not worth my time.
Of course you don't. Because I reckon some worse shit's going to come out. Because it seems like you're doing some damage control on the radio at the moment, which I love. People are texting me, asking me questions. I'm not going to tell you the person I worked with on the live stream. Are you crazy? I do not have the time to be sued. All the money. You'd have to send a lot of super chats before I could pay for a lawsuit. So, okay. Okay, beast mode. Well, old mate's not here to do beast mode, which is real sad because we were fully prepared to go full beast mode. But Dan couldn't make it because he was too busy running on the beach trying to find a new girlfriend because he's only got 4, so he needs an extra one. You know what I mean? Round out the 5 working days of the week. And then he can repeat a couple on the weekends and then go full beast mode. Okay. Hey, Paul, you're pissing me off, so you're in a timeout. Hey, thank you for the actual super chat, Tanya. Bronte and Harrison forever. The trash can found a lid. The trash can found a lid. Okay, I got it. I would love to know what Adam is talking about. Listen, he apologized. Harrison didn't accept the apology because obviously it's Harrison's world and we're all living in it. So, he is the moral compass that we all should be following. And that's pretty much it for the episode. Oh, Bronte storms off again. This time Lyndall doesn't follow her. So that's the entire episode. It was a bit meh. But we did it. And the dinner party hopefully will bring a little bit more of that drama that we need. Just a reminder that you can sign up to our website. Go to rehashed.com.au. There is a free plan there if you want to join our chat. I was loving again tonight being a little voyeur, watching everybody write in the thread for the episode and just loving it. Really, really loving it. All right, let's get to some small news because just like Harrison, we celebrate the small. Some reports that MAFS participants, that they, which ones might make the most money out of those sponsorship deals after the season finishes and they get that blue tick. You know, like if they come out clean and they got that blue tick, they could make some cash money and they won't have to go full OnlyFans and take off their clothes and stuff. Although some people had messaged me who had signed up to see some of the OnlyFans and apparently you don't see anything. So I'm confused as to what the deal is. Apparently Tani and Ollie could make the most money along with Rupert and Evelyn. If Rupi and Evelyn stay together, they could really make some money. So, I guess if they stay together, the cash money could be there. All right, we have to quickly talk about our Lord and Savior, Dirty Harry. So Dirty Harry, I'm not going to play the interview because I'm just so sick of his voice. But I will tell you that Harrison was on Kyle and Jackie O this morning and he confirmed that Bronte spent the day with Claire and that's when Claire said that apparently they got a tattoo together and apparently Claire said, I'm only staying to get a redemption edit, so he's backed that one in. He said the experts watch the dinner parties at the same time as the dinner parties are on. So it's not like an edited down version, which I thought it might be. They even share the same bathroom as the Love Lab Rats and sometimes they run into each other. So that's weird. Just a little break in filming and just, gotta go and have a piss. Apparently the Frankensteining is out of control this season, which we have heard. So I'll back him in on that one. The editing has been, they are pulling confessional voxies from everywhere to try and manipulate a sentence that they want. He did say that him being a villain is real. And he's not going to deny that. So that's all I really needed to hear. And him saying that at this point, after kind of denying it at the start, says to me more bad shit's going to come out about Harry because it's a bit of PR, just managing the narrative now. Oh, well, I said I was a bad guy, so you can't come for me now. But then he still said the edit was out of control. Bronte did ask him to just play Happy Families. And apparently he went through so much torture with Bronte and they cut it all out. So apparently Bronte is really the villain of the season, but we just don't get to see it. So I guess he also had a crack at Brent. Do you remember Brent? So Brent was with Tam Tam. Was it last season? Yeah, okay, last season. Brent was with Tam Tam. What a beautiful picture we've chosen there. Brent was with Tam Tam and Harrison called out Brent for sliding into his TV wife's DMs. And this is what Brent had to say about that.
I've had conversations with her and many other people from the cast, yes.
Yeah, what conversations did you have with Bronte?
Naughty ones, like dirty ones?
No, never. Of course she's going to say that to deflect his his own behavior and pretend that that's the reason why I went for him. No, maybe it's just his behavior is the reason why I went for him. It was nothing personal. Of course, he'd think that, egotistical way of thinking, but it's just calling out his behavior. It's just the gaslighting, the physical, mental, emotional, the damage he's making. It's terrible.
And do you think Bronte has been damaged by this whole experience?
Look, it seems that way, especially the way it's all coming out now. It's definitely not going to be something that she's going to be comfortable watching back. It's hard in that bubble. And I got my girlfriend, and funny enough, this morning when he was on, I was taking my morning dump and on the phone to my girlfriend at the time. And the fact he actually thinks I called in myself to speak to him is not how I want to start my mornings.
He wasn't keen to talk to you at all.
No, he didn't like you at all.
I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. Again, then he'd have to answer for some of the stuff instead of just making stuff up.
Okay. Sorry, I was just thinking about another couple of rumors that got sent to me. How do I say this without outing the people? Okay, so, word it carefully, dickhead. So, I heard a wild theory from a couple of different sources close to the show that said the reason they tried to get Jesse and Claire to stay so long was they wanted a moment just like Brent and Tam Tam, where Jesse could read this like speech where he says all his truths and, leaves Claire standing there bewildered and has this big moment at the end where everyone goes, yeah! I'd love to know if that's true, but apparently they didn't succeed. Jesse didn't want to play, so which is probably a really good thing. Which I find very interesting. Anyway, so that was Brent saying that no, he has a girlfriend and he's not trying to hook up with Bronte. So just in case, it was interesting though, and I had to listen to the whole 28-minute episode. If you do want to hear it, I have shared the link at our website, rehashed.com.au. If it's not, I think it's been posted now, but I scheduled to post it. So you can listen to the whole thing if you want to. But it's interesting that Brent called up while Harrison was still on air talking shit about him. And they said, we've actually got Brent on the line. And Harrison said that he didn't want to talk to him. Because Harrison can't hold his own. He deflects all the time. But if you backed him in a corner, he wouldn't know what to fucking do. All right, we've got some other interesting news. Shall we share? Would you like to see? Here we go. Duncan, and this is his secret. We finally found it. I don't know, it could be a bit of a beat up. So Yahoo Lifestyle apparently obtained some photos, as you can see right here, of Carolina, who was with Dion on the show, and then she ditched Dion, and then she was with Daniel, who he referred to as Daddy. It's a long thing. And then they ended up being a real life couple for a while. In real life. What? And then it didn't work out. But anyway, apparently Duncan and Carolina apparently enjoyed what appears to be a date in Sydney back in January, 2 months after filming Wrapped. An onlooker who recognised Carolina and snaps the pictures tells Yahoo Lifestyle, I had no idea who Duncan was then because the new season had not started, but it looked like they were on a date, but they did have some other friends with them, so who knows. In these pictures, Duncan and Carolina are seen enjoying intimate conversation whilst whispering secrets, I'm assuming. Duncan's secrets. Oh, Carolina knows. Into each other's ears. At one point, they placed their hands on each other's knees. Oh, you know it's sexy when there's some knee touching. So I'd love to know what you think of that. I think I did an interview with Daniel a long time ago, while the show was still airing, who was with Carolina. And I still wasn't entirely convinced that she's not a monster. So I don't know. Yeah, she is all about that D. Aren't we all, Robo Kitten? So that is just a little bit of news for you. I think that's all I got to do. Let's get to the poll results and then your memo me's. I asked the question, can they, the Love Lab Rats, blame the edit? It has been said by you, Sweet Baby Angels, that no, they can't blame the edit that much. They said what they said, with 75% being the winner. Joanna, did you see that? I don't know if it's come up yet. Joanna, Duncan's secret. He's basic. Oh, funny. All right, let's get to some Memo Me. Memo Me! Memo Me! Yes! Let's start with a little shorty from Lucas.
Just a quick one tonight. Boy, Harrison's going to be proud of Bronte, lighting up that fire under them.
And that's it.
Memo me!
Well, he just wanted to say that, you know, Haz is going to be proud. Miss Melissa has sent through another one.
Oh, good evening, Daddy and SBAs. It's
Hey,
Miss
Miss
Melissa Kay. I didn't think I'd get a memo me in tonight because I've got no power at the house. So I'm actually sitting outside watching the last half of MAFS on my phone. And, wow. Harrison, you're a projectionist. You're the best projectionist. And I think there should have been an award at the Oscars yesterday for you and Bronte for your performances. Claire, you said it, in the bin, in the trash or something. I don't know. It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. So I've really enjoyed the girls and boys night from what I've seen of it. Hope you're all having a good night and, yeah, see ya.
Memo me!
Nailed it. Deb, everybody.
Hi, Wilko, it's Deb. So tonight's episode, it was basically just meh all round.
Lot of
Caitlin's
flashbacks.
description of her relationship to Shannon was just classic. Loved it. Adam is still a douche, but basically turning around and telling Harrison he needed to look in a mirror. It's about time someone had it. And let's not forget, because I know all you SBAs out there have forgotten, Alyssa has a child. Bye.
That was so shady. Oh, I loved it. Probably too much. Just in case you've forgotten, Alyssa has a child. Oh, shit, that tickled my fancy. Why did I find that so funny? I don't know if it was intentionally to be that chatty, but fuck. Oh, that really got me, Deb. I'm going to wrap up the show. Okay, we've got the dinner party tomorrow. If you're a premium member at rehashed.com.au, you've got... Don't, Abby, I can't. I can't. Oh, that's going to make me laugh. If you're a premium member, you can get a full rehash of the episode right now waiting for you at rehashed.com.au. Until tomorrow, I've got to say, but you left. Good night.